Welcome to sports, everybody. After leaving London this morning and connecting through Miami, our Olympic team expected to arrive home later tonight at about 10:30. A welcome reception was expected to take place in the VIP lounge of the Lynden Pinling International Airport, but that has been put off due to the team's late arrival. When the team does arrive, though, they're expected to have a motorcade ending up at Mario's Bowling and Entertainment Palace, where a celebration will take place. We understand that a week's worth of activities has also been planned, and hopefully we'll have more details on that coming up for you tomorrow. Now, while the whole Bahamas took a keen interest in our men's 4x4 gold medal run at the Olympics, there were a select few who were touched on a personal level. Among them was Clarice Taylor, the mother of Ramon Miller. She explains exactly what she was doing while the race was going on.
I was like prostrated on the floor, and I was like, God, please do not disappoint us. Disappoint us not, Lord. So I was like in between the TV and on at the level of talking to the Lord at the same time. I was able to rise up and look, and I was like, come on, Mon, bring this home for mommy, 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 bring this home for mommy. And then I said, oh my God, there's a supernatural power kicking in here. Ramon is going to take over. And just as I said it, he came through, and the rest was history.
Now you can tell that Clarice is a real spiritual lady, and that's a bond her and Ramon share.
No matter what, we can count people out, but when God has a plan, the plan works out perfectly. And when I look at it, I say, you know, God, it's not just a national level. What you did something international. And when you did it where it was history. It was something that is indelible. It's not going to be erased. Anywhere Ramon goes in the world, we speak. And normally we speak because we pray before he goes to compete. His thing was, Mommy, we're going to get it. He had that confidence, you know, and he just wanted prayer. And we prayed, and I was like, you know what, go out there and do your best, and I know God will do the rest.
Now, Ramon's high school coach at C.R. Walker, Floyd and Bristol, also among those taking a personal interest in the 4x4 victory. He was truly impressed with the way the team dealt with the pressure of entering the Olympic final as the favorites.
The Bahamas can't go to the World Championship or the Olympics without coming back with some kind of hardware. Bahamians like to see hardware they don't feel and touch. So the guys them had to come together, put all stakeholders on board and try to make this thing work. If you have a good property and you want to protect it, you buy a pit bull, you don't keep your pit bull tied. You let your pit bull loose. Hats off to the coaches who made that decision to go with the 18.
Now moving forward, it's Bristol's hope that track and field can advance to an even higher level. For that to happen, though, Bristol says more focus needs to be on the youth and junior levels.
You need to try get some kind of camp, build some kind of camp where you could host young ladies and young guys them and have some people them to supervise it and things like. Just like a high performance center like what Jamaica is have. You know, we have to cherish and nurture these young kids, because time as they get but around 20 and 21 and think we're going to be the same set who jumping up inside the bar or the hotel or the banks and things saying we won. You know, it's all about being dedicated to the program. And I would always say, take your hats off to those high school coaches. Those high school coaches, they be doing a good job of containing and nurturing these kids. Trust me, I believe in that program. It's working in Jamaica, it's working in Cuba, and it's working in China.
Well, it's official now. The Bahamas will be the host country for the first two World Relay Track and Field Championships in 2014 and 2015. And according to B3A's boss, Mike Sands, we are ready to host this type of competition.
We're ready for it. I mean, you know, they say, you know, you build the facility and they will come. Well, here it is, we have the facility. And so we talked about making things happen. If you may recall, you know, we took a picture in the front of this facility because of the vision that we feel for track and field. And so I'm inviting all of the stakeholders, athletes, coaches, everyone, because we will need all hands on deck to make this happen. This is going to happen for the Bahamas, and that's what's important for the development of track and field and for the development of sports tourism in the Bahamas. And so we're extending an arm, a leg, and anything to everyone to join us, because we will need all kind of support to make this a reality. We're very, very excited about it.
Well, with both Jamaica and Trinidad celebrating their 50th anniversary of independence this year, a special cricket match taking place yesterday at Windsor Park to mark the occasion. Our Julian Gibson was there.
In celebration of the independence of Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, the two countries came together yesterday at Windsor Park. During the ceremonies was His Excellency Peaceful Soka Forbes.
It's a pleasure of mine to be here to celebrate with you as we have come to our great country and we've become one. And the most recent Olympic Games in London have shown us that we, as regional people, we are a strong bloc once we stick together, and we are reckoning power.
We decided with the 50th anniversary of independence of both Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago that cricket should be one of something on the agenda for the celebrations. So Mr. Hanlon and myself got together and we decided to arrange this match.
Will we see matches like this again with various Caribbean countries so that we can improve cricket in the Bahamas?
Well, it is available to us, but we're not taking advantage of it. Right now, we're playing ICC competitions, but most of them are played abroad. In fact, the Bahamas under-19 team just returned from Suriname, playing under-19 cricket, but the tournament was washed out. And recently they went to Canada, where they lost in the 2020 series with Canada, but they won the 50 over matches. They won the championship there. So, the game is going on. We're not getting the amount of publicity that we should get. That's one of the problems.
What's up next after this? What's some events you guys got coming up next on the cricket calendar?
On the cricket calendar, they're going to start the league. The 2020 competition was finished 2 weeks ago. They're going to start now with the average one-day limited over cricket for the championship, the Bahamas Championship. That should start sometime next weekend.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. Well, the New Providence Softball Association was back in action on Saturday night at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. In the ladies' opener, the Proper Care Pool Sharks took care of the Black Scorpions 18-4 in 4 innings. Meantime, in the men's feature, the Bomber G Truckers, they got the best of the Y2 Shipping Bulldogs 9-2. Truckers ace Eddie the Heat Bethel spoke about the game.
It was a good one. We started off a little sluggish, but made it like 5 errors and give up 2 rounds, but we managed to come back and score 9. I think we get this when we're up.
So you think as the season goes along, you guys can work out the kinks and be a championship team again?
Definitely. Truckers are a big team, and, they know how to play the big game when time comes.
Well, the New Providence Old Timer Softball Association in full swing. They were back on the diamond this past weekend at the Archdeacon William Thompson Park. Among the games on the schedule yesterday, a matchup between the BTC Vibes and the Yarrowman's Delight Homeboys. Fans getting a front row seat for this one. With his team up 7-4, Eddie the Heat Bethel with all kind of problems in the top of the 4th inning. He gives up 10 runs, and the boys are down 14-7. In the bottom of the 6th, Ivan Showtime Francis on as a pinch hitter, and that was a good idea for the boys. Watch this shot to right field. That's a 3-run home run, and the boys pull within 16-10. Later in the inning, we have a play at the plate, runner called out, and the boys can't believe it. In the bottom of the 7th, Showtime back up, but this time BTC intentionally walks him. That sets up bases loaded, winning run on 3rd base, and the sacrifice fly is delivered. Homeboys win this one by a final score of 17-16.
I thought we might have lost 2 after they had a strong comeback. They come up with 10 big runs in 1 inning, but we never give up. We keep edging and edging.
The game was a fight right down to the wire. They scored 10 runs, 2 away. We made 4 or 5 errors, and they came as a dog fight. Got to get hats off the next team. They really played a good, excellent game. And at the end of the day, we had our timely hits, and we come through. And at the end of the day, we the winners, and God is the best.
It got away, and we were trying to debating whether we should remove the pitch as well. I think he made some poor decisions. Right, he didn't remember some of those batters, those power hitters as well, but he went through a bad spell. But we had the game. We should have won the game.
They came back and won the game, but I know that's a game we should have won because we were leading the game practically from after the 4th inning. We were leading up and we went up. We should have never let them back into the game.
And finally in the segment, the 3rd annual Street Legends Basketball Classic tipping off on Saturday night at the Anatole Rogers Gym. At the opening ceremony, sponsors took the time out to talk about why they decided to come on board to support this community-based initiative.
I think it's absolutely incredible what Wilson and the rest of the coaches are trying to do. And I agree. If we don't help the youth to recognize that they matter and we can make a difference one at a time, then we're going to lose this beautiful country. And it's a gorgeous place we have here. So if we can come together one community at a time, one person at a time, we can make a difference. I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
We get involved in things like this for the community. And looking out and seeing all these young players, I watched the first game, and some of these girls, they have some skills. So this is where dreams begin, right here.
And that will do it for sports, but stay tuned, your weather forecast still to come.